Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lucky Penny here with another pick a card reading. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I decided to do this reading today because honestly, the full moon 12/12 gateway that we've been having has been kicking my trash, and I've been having a lot of just downloads and process and a lot of things coming up for me, and so I figured this would be a great time to just tune in and see what comes through for you guys, because a lot of these things affect so many people, and so I figure if I'm going through a lot of stuff, then you guys probably are too. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm starting to branch out with my crystals a little bit. These are some fun ones today. So as usual, we've got 4 piles here, and once you pick your pile, I'll put the timestamps down below, and as always, feel free to watch more than one. Oftentimes I find that there's an underlying message that can really serve if you feel drawn to more than one, or if you just want to hear some good guidance. That's always fun as well. So we're going to start with pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4, so go ahead and just tune in and get in touch with which one seems to be drawing you. It may not be the one that you think you should be attracted to, but it may just be the one that for whatever reason stands out to you. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go ahead and pick, and then we'll get started. Alright, you guys, so if you picked this is pile number 1, and I actually forgot to say what this reading is about in the intro. This reading is about what you need to hear right now. What would serve you in your pathway best. That'll be the title, and so I figure it'll be fine, but I just wanted to put that out there as well. So this crystal is really fun. This is Moonbeam Aura Quartz, and it's on amethyst, and so I guess it's Moonbeam Aura Amethyst, but it's just the most like sweet, loving, dark, like almost like fairy, like angel energy. It's really just such a fun, light-hearted, loving crystal. So, man, you guys, the energy is already so intense right now. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so first we got tarot. Okay. Alright, so first of all, you guys are having a rough go of it right now. It just kind of feels like your world is imploding. Everything feels really unstable right now. Like maybe that thing that you were most afraid of, you feel like that's happening. And this is the time you get to make peace with that. And this is not in a harsh kind of way of, well, sucks to be you. This is, I've been reading about this really beautiful thing called the law of non-resistance. And it's this amazing thing where when you turn and face that thing that you fear and are just fully open to it and are just willing to be open to it, it disappears. And chances are you won't need to go through it, because it was the resistance that was keeping it in your life in the first place. And so I'm really getting that there's a lot of pain and grief, and just like, look at this guy, he's in agony. But it feels like this pain is, I don't want to say necessary, but it's for a purpose. It's showing you where you're holding on to something. And chances are, if you let go and turn around, there's something even better. It could even be the same thing, just in a better form. Because oftentimes it's really hard for our ego to let go of the appearance of something rather than the substance of it. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about moving forward. This is like, I'm really getting like, it's time to move on. It's time to not forget necessarily, and not to, wow, man, you guys, the energy, there's so much happening here energetically. I feel so much just moving through me. And so for you, this is big for you guys. Like, this is a big, major transition. And so this is actually, there's some really beautiful energy underneath it. So if you guys have been going through this, but there's a piece of you that just feels very at peace, and you're just looking at it like wondering why am I feeling peaceful when all of this other stuff is happening? And it's because that's your spirit. Your spirit is letting you know it's going to be okay, that this is actually leading you to exactly where you need to be. This is the path. And the pain is only coming from the resistance to the path, you know? Yeah, like, I'm actually getting that the pain is not necessary. The pain is really, really not necessary. And we may look at that and go, what? How, are you kidding me? You know, of course I'm going to feel this way. And that's, yes, your feelings are absolutely valid. It's about recognizing your feelings, admitting that you have them, and then letting them go, setting them aside, and letting them be there without trying to. You don't need to justify having feelings. You don't need to pretend you don't have them. You don't need to make them into something. Like, we have this tendency to have, to look at an emotion and be like, oh my God, I need to do something with this. I need to suppress it. I need to express it. I need to transmute it into something. I need to heal it. The best way to heal something is literally just to give it your most loving attention and just let it be there. I oftentimes just think of it as sitting down, like just face to face with it, and just giving it my attention. That's it. Just look at it. Just be there with it. Just be present with it. Yeah. Because this is actually, you're healing a lot right now. This is actually a really beautiful time period for you, because you're allowing yourself to feel things that you haven't felt before, or you haven't looked at, or you haven't resolved. There's a lot of stuff that's coming back around right now because it's the end of the year, because it's the close of a cycle. So if you're watching this in the future, it's because this is the close of a cycle for you. There is something, whenever it is, this is about you finding closure and kind of, you know, tying off that loose end so that you can move forward cleanly into the future and into happiness and bliss and joy. Like, there's so much great stuff waiting for you. There's some really, like, I see such a bright future for you. So bright and beautiful. And this is saying that this is the foundation for that. This, how you handle yourself through this process, is what builds that future. Because there's always going to be highs and lows. And so how you handle yourself now, how you nurture yourself through this process, how you let it be okay. Make it be okay for you to feel this way. Make it be okay for you to be here. Matt Kahn actually has this really amazing YouTube video. I don't remember the title of it, but it's like Radical Acceptance or something, where he just goes like, man, I am doing such a good job of sitting in this chair. Wow, that's so great of me. I am doing such a good job of having these emotions. Wow, I'm doing it perfectly. And if you do that, like, it just seems so silly, but having that level of acceptance, wow, like, that really, like, I feel like I can breathe. Like that, a piece of you will just relax. And it's really, really powerful. Yeah, spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. For some weird reason, I feel like this one wanted to be reversed, which is really odd to me, because normally I don't do that with these. But I feel like that's letting me know it's time for you to actively make a change and make a choice to cleanse your space, to cleanse your body. Like, water is very, very cleansing, and it's very healing. So take a healing bath. And here's the thing, the power of your intention is everything. Everything in life is what it is because of intention, conscious or unconscious. Like, take a look at that. Like, that's such a powerful place to look at your life from. Like, your life is your results. Like, I'm looking at my life right now and looking at, okay, these are my results. So therefore I can look back and see, what was my unconscious intention? Well, I wanted to be safe. So therefore I sabotaged this because I thought that would make me unsafe to succeed. Voila, you know? And so, wow, I succeeded at my intention. So that was a little bit of a sidetrack, but for you guys, intend for your bath to be healing, and it will. Intend to be cleansed, and you will. It's just this open space of knowing, and it's a really beautiful place to be in. Yeah, quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. That's exactly what I'm getting here. Yeah, same thing. Oh, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. I'm really just getting for you guys like compassion, love, honoring yourself. Look up Ho'oponopono. It's this incredible technique of just love, self-love, healing, because everything is a reflection. If I see a distortion out there, it's a reflection of an unhealed part of myself. And that's a cue for me to just love myself, to honor myself, and to use that opportunity to heal myself, and that will ripple out and I will see it reflected in the world around me. Home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. For you guys, I really get that this is about creating a home within yourself, and tuning into what does home feel like to you. Like, just nurture that feeling of home. I get for you guys also like going home. Go home. What feels like home to you, and go there. That's another great way to nurture yourself. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That really just goes back here to me of, pardon me, excuse me, goodness. I feel like when I run a lot of energy, sometimes I get, that's kind of my body's way of clearing. Anyway, so, whew. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. That really goes back here of, this is being divinely guided. This is all being taken care of. You're okay. Everything's okay. I'm actually going to switch these around a little bit. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How can you... Part of nurturing yourself is being honest and being authentic. And being authentic is what is inside and what is outside match. So how I am inside matches how I am outside. While also being honoring of other people. And so it's telling your truth. What is your truth in this situation? Being honest, being loving, being kind to yourself and others. But don't dim to fit in. How have you been holding yourself back? Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Oddly enough for you guys, I'm really getting the message that you guys have this very strong drive to change the world and heal humanity. In this moment, the best way for you to do that is to love yourself, to turn inward and focus on yourself, because uplifting yourself then automatically ripples out. That's one of the most powerful ways to heal the world, is to heal yourself. And oftentimes we don't want to hear that because we want to avoid healing ourselves by healing the world. And so the greatest work that you can do is healing yourself, is loving yourself. So I'm actually going to read out of the book for these three. These are such amazing cards. I love them. They are the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Gazelle. Okay. Oof. This one's great. Gazelle is all about being kind to yourself, being sensitive, and just being, it's like a gentleness. Okay. Heightened awareness and ability, vulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. Yeah, I feel like that goes perfectly with the rest of this reading. And it says, when in balance, graceful, perceptive, artistic. When out of balance, food allergies, insomnia, racing mind. To bring into balance, yin yoga, a cozy home, good food. Home. Yeah, that's so perfect. I love that. I get this card for myself a lot because at the moment I have a lot of food sensitivities, and so it's this hyper awareness, hyper vigilance, hypersensitivity, and so it's just bringing the level of everything down a bit and just breathing, meditating, taking the necessary steps to be healthy and to nurture myself, and to do, like, one of the best ways for me to nurture myself is doing my shadow work. Teal Swan has some great processes. Byron Katie has some great shadow work processes. Just like doing the nurturing is about doing the healing work necessary to be in a good space, to be healthy. Okay. Ooh, Swan. We're getting a lot of this very sweet, delicate, sensitive energy right now. Did I pass it? Let's see. There it is. Okay. Effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, elegant power. Again, this feeling of like elegance and sophistication. So I feel like you guys are very, very powerful, but very sophisticated and just on. You're very in tune. You guys are very, very in tune. So trust your sensitivity, trust your accuracy. That's really like, I feel like the world has gotten you down a little bit. A little bit. The world's gotten you down, and this is part of your purpose, part of healing the world, part of going out there and, kicking ass and taking names is healing yourself and nurturing yourself and doing that work. The swan represents heightened creativity. In Hindu mythology, the goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of language, creativity, and artistry, rides on the back of this graceful creature. The swan is ready to take us there, to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision is likely to be revealed. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, lacking vision. To bring into balance, solo time, writing. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Yeah, everything. Journaling. That seems to be coming up for you guys. Journaling. Ooh, elephant. Okay. Unstoppable, auspicious, wise. If you guys don't already know about Ganesh, actually he's right here. The elephant, the Hindu elephant god. He is the remover of obstacles. He's also a great healer and protector. But like what he's known for is being this very wise, benevolent remover of obstacles. That's such a powerful. I love Ganesh. He's a cool guy. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh, yep. The elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us in the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. When in balance, one-pointed focus, generous, loving. When out of balance, misunderstands fate. To bring into balance, trust. You guys, this is so important. This is so important. I really feel like the whole thing about misunderstanding fate and putting obstacles in place in order to steer us in the right direction. I really get that that's what this is for you guys. This period of healing and rebirth, but it feels very painful, like something like maybe like your hair is being ripped out by the roots. Like that's painful. But this situation is God, is the divine steering you where you need to go. That, when I talked about earlier, the law of non-resistance, that is so important for you guys. So important. And if you want an amazing resource, a book called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Look it up. It's amazing. That's actually the one I'm reading right now. That's where I got it. But the law of non-resistance. Open yourself up. Be completely non-resistant. Be completely open and let go. And the blessings will just shower in on you. And you will be glad that you did. You will. Okay, so these two are the healing cards. I like to end my readings with 2 healing cards. This is from the Healing Spirals deck by Zabe Barnes. I'll link that in the description box below. These ones are a bit pricey, but I actually really love them. And these I feel like work really well when you imagine moving with them in a spiral motion. Everything about them is spiraling. And so you can pause the video to work with them if you choose. Which one wants to come first? Joy. Oh, I love that. That's so beautiful for you guys. Yeah, joy. Remember your joy. Remember who you are. That's so powerful. So just feel that energy emanating from that card and breathe that in. Just let that soak in. Brain chemistry. Ooh, I love this one. I haven't gotten this one in a while. So take care of your body. I feel like you guys, some of you guys might be like chemically depressed. And man, I'm just like, I've been noticing that I've been feeling prompted to give a lot of resources to you guys and a lot of like clues as to where to go. So for this one, if you guys are experiencing heavy depression and a lot of physical issues, food sensitivities, that one came up. Food sensitivities, food allergies, digestion issues, inflammation, miscarriages, trouble conceiving, all of that, look up the MTHFR gene mutation. That's a gene, like 40% of people have it. I have it, where your body doesn't methylate vitamin B well, and that just creates this huge cascading effect in your body where like it doesn't create the correct neurotransmitters, and so your brain chemistry gets off. So that just came through very strong. So thank you guys for listening to my rambling, because apparently I'm here to give you guys a lot of resources to do your own research and reading and imbibing of wisdom. So that was the reading for you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys are like, I feel you guys. You're going through a lot right now, but it's actually very, I just feel so much love and support for you guys from spirit, and from me. I'm so excited for you guys to really finally get to this place of finally feeling free and open and loving and like really getting this joy and this compassion that you deserve. Because this is a beautiful healing process for you guys. Like, you guys are going through some really beautiful transformation, and it'll be so much better on the other side. I can't wait. So thank you again. And if you feel prompted, keep watching. If not, I will see you next time. Hi, you guys. Okay, this is pile number 2. Actually, I'm just gonna make sure I'm still recording. Yes, I seem to be recording. Okay, good. However, my phone is running out of battery, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so pile number 2. If you felt drawn to this pile, this reading is for you. Okay, guys, if you chose pile number 2, then this reading is for you. These guys got a little wonky. Okay. So this is this beautiful, beautiful clear quartz crystal. There's a lot going on in this piece. But the basic idea is that it carries so much love and wisdom with it. So go ahead and there's a lot of cool stuff that you can look into about like the shape of crystals and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to look into that, go for it. Okay, so let's see what comes up. Okay, so the first thing that I get for you guys, and by the way, this will be in the title, but like, this is what you need to know right now. Like, that's kind of where this is going. And for you guys, I kind of feel like you're kind of in limbo. Like, there's a situation that you really want resolution in, but you kind of feel lost. Like, you don't really see an ending. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You don't see any of this happening. But it feels very passive. Like, I'm really hearing spirits say, like, you're waiting. You're waiting for something. It's a very passive energy. Okay, so you guys are really forgetting how powerful you are. Like, I know whoever you are watching this, You have a lot of spiritual gifts. Maybe you're into the law of attraction or manifestation or angels and guides and ascended masters and all the Akashic records. Whatever it is for you, you have a lot of resources at your disposal, and you're really forgetting. Like, you're sitting here waiting for the situation to unfold when there's a lot that you can be doing, not necessarily to like create this exact result, but to bring it to resolution, to bring in the higher spiritual energies, to daydream and to manifest and create and really put your energy behind it. Yeah, this actually feels like a really exciting, like, you've got a lot of options. Spirit is really just excited for you to step up and be like, okay, here's what I want to do, here's what I want to do. Like, start using your tools. Put into action what you already know, and Spirit will magnify and multiply that action. I feel like you guys are actually... This is so funny. I think that what you want has already manifested, you just don't realize it yet. Like, I really get that, because this cycle of waiting it's ended. It's done. You haven't seen the results yet, that's really exciting. And I find it hilarious that all of these came out reversed. Because I think what this is saying is that your work is done. Like, which is hilarious, because, like, okay, we've got... So maybe I'm getting answers for a couple different people, but, like, for some of you at least, you're done. You're good. Like, your job now is to keep your energy high, use your tools, and maybe that's what ties it together, is to... It's already done. It's already been created. It's already been manifested. Your job now is to keep going forward so that you can meet it. So that you can, like, don't stop just before your manifestation. You're in that spot right now. So be a little bit patient, but at the same time, don't just sit back and wait. Use your tools. Go forward. Move mountains to stay high vibrational, to stay looking, stay optimistic. Not even optimistic. It's just like, it's like this deep inner knowing of, like, I know that this is the case. I know this is true. I know that this is real. Go outside. You've been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So for me, some of this is you guys are very focused. And when that focus gets too much and you start looking too much at it's not here yet, take a break. Get away from it. Go outside. Trust. Know that it's already done. Like, I'm getting that so powerfully from Spirit. It is already done. It's already been manifested. It has already taken place. Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. I mean, I kind of get that this could have to do with a love relationship, but at the core of it, this is really just having compassion for yourself. This is really, this is interesting. Some of you might be having an issue with your sister, or you're wanting resolution there. I'm getting family, like family relationships for a lot of you. And recognize, like, if that's what this is, or if that's a separate issue, it's already been resolved as well. That one is just recognize that underneath everything is love. Love is if you really look at everything from a spiritual perspective, love is the stuff that makes up the universe, and so therefore it's all love. There's a beautiful book I've been reading called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Maybe I'll put the link in the description box, because it's such an amazing book. It was written like in the 1920s, and this woman has an incredible grasp of the way the universe works and manifesting. And one of the things she said is, there is only one power in the universe, and therefore anything that seems like something is going wrong is merely a happy surprise, because Source, the divine, is the only power in the universe, and nothing works against it. And so therefore anything that seems to be going wrong is leading you exactly where you need to go, because everything is God, everything is love. So just keep that in mind. Aphrodite, inner goddess, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Yeah, you guys have just been so focused on this one issue that you're like, you've forgotten how amazing you are. I love that this came out right underneath the priestess card, the high priestess, because yeah, for those of you who identify as women, like this is right on it. Even for those of you who are men, like this is taking care of yourself. This is recognizing and reminding yourself of how amazing you are. And you've got a lot to give. You've got a lot of passion and power and purpose and all, you know, all the P words. Endings and beginnings. The old must be released so the new can enter. Yeah, I really feel like this phase for you, this phase of manifestation of whatever this is the letting go. This is actually like, it is already manifested, and the only thing that is keeping it from becoming real to you is your determined focus on manifesting it. If that makes any sense. Like if you say, I want this, I want this, I want this, the universe says, yes, you do want that. The universe only says yes. And so if you let go and say, thank you for this, I know it is already done, the universe says, yes, it is. And there you go. You see the difference in the energy there? There's a different, like, one is the energy of wanting, and I feel like that's where some of you guys are. And the other is the energy of, I am grateful. And that just immediately brings that in. So that's, I get that some of this, using your tools and manifesting, that is like getting clear on the feeling, like presencing that feeling of what it'll be like when this is done. Because I feel like you guys are kind of lost in a fog of like, you've been in this for so long, you don't even know what it'll feel like to be done. And so wake that part of you up. Break that cycle, get out of your own way, get out of your skin, go do something else to remind you of something, of like to get your energy moving again. Diana, focused intention. Okay, this one actually wanted to come out like this. Because you guys do have very good focus. I'm like, it's interesting, like, because she just wanted me to do that real quick. But I really get, like, you have good focus intention, but it's time to let go of this particular focus. Focus on other things. Yeah, focus on other things. And just let this one go. Okay, so for these cards, I love these. I'm going to read from the Oracle deck, or from the book, because they're always amazing. Ooh, hummingbird. Okay, let's see what we got here. And this is the animals, Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I passed it. There it is. Okay. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. Oh, this is so perfect for you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm really getting for you guys, where did it say it? Create nature, creativity, exploring spirituality. That's really what I'm getting for you guys. Have fun, let go, use your creativity, explore spirituality, explore, you know, the more spiritual realms, and let go. Because if you notice, it said when out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. Because that's, if you're trying to push this thing into happening, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because that's resistance creates more resistance. Okay. Hawk. Beautiful. Watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. Ooh, I just got goosebumps, you guys. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this appears, fate has its eyes on you and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant. It will eventually redirect your course. When in balance, sees clearly, intuitive. When out of balance, sees too much, suspicious. To bring into balance, perspective shift. Oh, you guys, these are amazing. This is so perfect for you. Yeah, stop looking so intensely at this one issue. Like this is, all of these cards are agreeing. But what's so powerful is that Spirit is like over and over again, Spirit is saying, this is your destiny. This is happening for you. It's done. It's there. Let it go. It's really easy for our brain, our mind to just go overdrive and just be like, well, but I don't know it's there. How do I know? I need proof. I need to know. I need some kind of assurance. This is your assurance from Spirit. This is your sign. Let it go. It's done. I just got chills, you guys. This is amazing. Okay. Ooh, shark. All right. Actually, real quick on this one, I do want to say as well, like, the perspective shift, that one is look into, I've been watching a lot of videos by Teal Swan on YouTube. She's amazing. Take a look at some of her videos. Perspective shift is huge. Just looking at things from a spiritual perspective, from a higher perspective. Spirit doesn't see time the same way we do. It doesn't see purpose in the same way. It sees things differently, and it's such a beautiful, loving perspective, and there's so much compassion there. So go ahead and look into that. So shark. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. Ooh, okay. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky, destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. Okay, that's powerful, you guys. I love this card. What do you need to be honest with yourself about? And this can be very, very simple or very, very deep and challenging. If we are raised with this idea that what we want and need is wrong, we may have a really hard time acknowledging what we want and need. So this is your key, your challenge, your invitation to be very honest with yourself and say, what do I want out of this? And why, and is that okay or not? Like, not in actuality, but do you believe that that's okay or not for you to want? Because that will uncover some things for you about why you're experiencing so much turmoil here. I know for me, I oftentimes will feel like, okay, I have something good, now it's going to go away. And so there's this mentality of, I had a good day, okay, it's going to be a bad day tomorrow. Good always comes with bad, and so for me, my challenge would be to look at that and say, okay, what do I need to be honest with myself about that belief? And and I don't have the answer for you right now. That actually would be something I'd be interested in looking at. But there's an experience that's contributing to every belief. There was an experience or a situation or an environment that we responded to by creating a belief. So that's just an example. And comment down below. I'd love to hear what you get out of doing your own shadow work here. Okay, so let's go ahead. Ooh, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. That's so perfect. That's exactly what we've been saying. I love that. Oh, you guys. And the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You guys, I love this. Look at that. You guys are on the threshold. You're just walking through the door. It's time to, this is the moment of letting go. You're halfway, like, you're on one foot, you have the other foot raised. It's literally just letting go and letting yourself fall forward. You know? I don't know if there's like this thing of walking is, half of it is just falling. You're falling and catching, falling and catching, falling and catching. And so you're falling forward. You're in trust. You're in free fall right now. So you guys, I'm so excited for you. And for this pile, the other three piles, I've only pulled 2 of these cards, but for some reason you guys, I heard to pull 3. So these are healing cards. This is the most beautiful, it's Seashell healing cards by Zabe Barnes. And they emanate this gorgeous healing energy. And so these 3 cards are the energies that you have called forth today, that Spirit wants to use to heal you, that they want to give this to you. And so if you want to pause the video, you can, but just imagine yourself, this energy spiraling through you. That's really how I find it works best. Knowing shadow aspects. You guys, you can't make this stuff up. I love this. Look at this. We've got the initiation, we've got the shark, we've got Kali, we've got death, we've got just all of this shadow work. I'm so excited for you guys. Shadow work is not actually that scary. It's actually so relieving. It's beautiful. Like, it can seem a little scary if you're new to it, but man, it's amazing. It's so like freeing. But knowing shadow aspects, look at that beautiful spiral energy. Okay. Truth. Oh my gosh. You guys are a powerful group. Look at what you're calling forth. This is so powerful. Yeah. Honesty. The shark again. We'll pull this one out because he seems to be, this card seems to have a lot to say right now. And then the last one, going within. I'm telling you guys, you can't make this stuff up. That's so cool. Okay. All right. So just take a moment to take that in. I'm so excited to hear from you guys. I would love to know all of your stories, how this resonates with you. And you guys are on the brink of such an amazing transformation. Like, you're on the brink. You are on the brink, and I'm so excited for you. So go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, you guys, pile 3. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. So this guy, I love this. I've been wanting to find some more little figurines like this. This is a rose quartz Ganesh statue. I don't know if you can really see that guy. He's beautiful. But Ganesh is the Hindu god of, he's like the remover of obstacles. But he's also like prosperity and protection and healing. Like, he's a fun guy. He's good luck. But yeah, he's amazing. Okay, so he's a fun one to call on anytime you want. So pile 3, this is what you need to hear right now. What Spirit wants to tell you. Okay, you guys, whew. Wow, something in your lives is keeping you guys from moving forward hardcore. Like, you feel like you've hit a wall. And Spirit is very, very purposefully putting blocks in your place right now, or in your space, in your way, because there is something for you to learn. Like, Spirit is trying to redirect you somehow. It's not even redirect. There's something they need you to turn away and look within. There's something you're ignoring, or it's a timing issue. I get that it might be different for a lot of you, like the reasoning, but for all of you, Spirit is saying, stop, wait. It's throwing up roadblocks very, very purposefully for you. Yeah, you guys are, somehow you guys are moving forward on a false assumption. There's something in this situation that you're believing that isn't actually true. And so if you move forward based on that assumption, it's going to lead you down the wrong road. So this is Spirit saying, wait, more information is on its way. Don't make any decisions right now. Very, very clearly. Okay. Yeah. Because you guys, I kind of feel like you guys either have some really big ideas or like you guys feel like you're already very financially secure, or like maybe you will be or you want to be. There's something here about finances, but it just feels very safe and secure and very financially stable. And you feel like there's like a blind spot about that somehow, about money. So take a look at your money. There's something there that doesn't match up. And so it's going to be different for all of you, but for all of you, there is some discrepancy for you to look at. And so don't move forward. Don't make any big decisions. Don't do anything major until you really line everything up, get all your ducks in a row, really take a look. Yeah. Yeah, it's time for you to take stock of your kingdom, basically. It's time for you to... it's basically, it's like a house, it's really just taking inventory, and you will find something, and then once you find it and fix it, you'll be good. But that's really important. Medicine Woman, you are a channel for divine healing power. Interesting. What I'm getting is that this situation is very divinely guided and orchestrated. This may seem like, oh my gosh, this is massive issue going on right now. What's going on? What's wrong? Nothing is wrong. This is divinely guided. There's a reason this is happening to you. Don't worry. It'll work out. It'll fix itself. I've been recommending this book to everybody on this channel so far, or on this particular reading, but read the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's amazing. Or if, like, that one was written in the 1920s, so if that one's a bit archaic for you, read Outrageous Openness by Tosha Silver. That book's amazing too. But it talks about everything that happens is for my highest good because the only power in the universe is good. God, the universe, source, the divine is the only power in the universe, and so therefore everything that happens is divine and for my highest good. And so when you have that attitude about everything that happens, you start seeing the synchronicities. Okay? Sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Yeah, start consciously connecting to your guides and offer up this entire situation to the divine. Package it up somehow, like, whether that's mentally or some physical representation, package the whole situation up and give it over to the divine and let them take it over. Let them completely take it over. And I'm getting, for some of you, maybe like it'd be fun to do like a ritual or some kind of intentional work to make that real to you. Sensitivity, White Tara. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. I kind of feel like for this one, this is basically don't put yourself in harsh situations to try to fix this. That's kind of all that's coming through on that one. That might come back later. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So for some of you guys, this might be a redirect for you to take on something that you've really been meaning to do. This might change a little bit of your vision. This might, whatever this is that you're working on, this might tweak it. Whatever you find, whatever you discover during this waiting process, you may find something that you want to change direction with it, or that there's something new about it that you hadn't thought of before. Take that leap. That's divinely orchestrated. Like, this entire situation, everything about this situation is so completely divinely guided that it's crazy. So trust, and take the opportunities, look at the signs and omens that are being offered to you and really receive them. Okay? Peace. That's beautiful. Okay, yeah, there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. That's exactly what I've been saying this entire time. That's so beautiful. I love it. Yeah. So you're completely taken care of. All of this is exactly the way it's meant to be. And this will actually lead you this will lead you exactly where you want it to be in the first place, even better. Okay, so for these are from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and so I'm going to read from the book on these because these are really, really amazing. Ooh, you guys, the golden egg. Well, first of all, abundance. Like, I'm really getting that for you guys, hardcore. Look at that, I opened right to it. That's always how I know Spirit is, like, right on with this, like, is emphasizing this one, is because I opened up right to it. Okay, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. Okay, right off the bat, you guys, I'm getting, you guys have a huge message that you're wanting to get out to the world. Like, you guys have something to say, something to offer. And like maybe entrepreneurs or business people or speakers or healers, something that you guys really are burning to offer to the world. Okay, so that's what this is about. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern-day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take the time for introspection or contemplation when the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear, engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long time. Listen to the message that they've been waiting to tell you. Oh, this is so beautiful. This, you guys, this has to do with your purpose. This is about your purpose, why you're here. This is so huge, you guys. I'm so excited. Okay, the vulture. Let's see. There it is again. Guardian and purifier. Essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or a tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic, aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space, sage. I love that. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. That is exactly what I've been saying. I love it when this happens. Yeah, so rebalance, cleanse your space, mentally as well as physically. Just cleanse the negative thoughts, cleanse the, and purposefully see this from the divine perspective. Okay, firefly. Let's see. Nope, not there. There we go. Inspired and fantastic yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long, therefore the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring into balance, write a poem or draw. Okay, I got something really, really clearly for you guys. The reason that they're saying this, they're emphasizing this message so clearly that this is meant to be, don't worry, is because this time is when you get this inspiration. And that's not going to happen unless you give it space, unless you're not, like, if you're worrying and really, like, holding on to fear and concern, this is going to have a really hard time coming through. There is a message coming through to you. There's an inspiration, an invention, a something. And so if you can just spend this time being calm and at peace, meditate, do yoga, do anything necessary, do whatever it takes to be calm, to relax, okay? And to, like, really, like, get clear on, what does relaxation feel like to me? Be very honest with yourself and do that, because that is what will open the space for this new inspiration to come. That will make this will turn this whole thing. Hello, the tree wanted to say hi. This will infuse, like, this will make a huge difference for everything. Like, this may change your life, whatever this is that you're getting. Okay. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah, this is all about your purpose, you guys. You have some big, the next few years are going to be really big for you. The rest of your life is going to be big for you guys, because this is the beginning of that. Yes, just say yes. Very, very positive energy, you guys. Just say yes. Just say yes to spirit. Just be open. Just step forward in that absolute trust. Okay. This has been so, so amazing. So I like to end my readings with healing cards of some kind, and these are the Seashell healing cards from Zabe Barnes. They emanate this beautiful spiral healing energy. And so what I want you to do is, if you want to, just pause the video and just imagine this energy spiraling through you. And this is the healing that Source is giving to you right now, specifically for you. Original Soul Restoration. Love that. Look how fun this guy is. He's all spiky. I feel like this has a lot to do with this, like you're bringing in gifts that you had in previous lifetimes. Or if you have shut off pieces of yourself and fragmented yourself, this is pulling you back in. Okay? And spontaneity, yeah, so that this can come in. Oh, I love that. That's so interesting. This guy is really, this is so interesting to me. I love it. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm really excited for you. You're in such an amazing space. I can't wait to hear what this all means to you, what you guys do with it. I love you. And if you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day. All right, you guys. If you picked this pile number 4, then this reading is for you. This reading is about what you need to hear right now, what your higher self is wanting to tell you. What message is for you. Anyway, so this crystal, if you pick this pile, this is a tiny little crystal skull. And I love this guy. He's amazing. He's been activated by one of the, I don't know what you call them, one of the actual ancient crystal skulls. And there's a lot of cool stuff out there about crystal skulls and their purpose and their meaning. One that I really hold as true is that there is something about the shape of the human cranium that represents infinite knowledge and consciousness. And so when you carve a crystal into that shape, it just opens up like this huge library of information. It connects you to all that is. It connects you to infinite awareness and consciousness, and then also creates a resonance between your cranium and this one. And so there's just so much that's possible with that shape. So there's that guy. Let's go ahead. And I kind of want to say that the one that he was activated from was Max, but that could be, I don't know. We'll see. So this is the message for you guys right now. Okay, these guys have been all coming out reversed. Okay, well, let's see. I'm getting to, okay, all right. So you guys, I feel like, are in a phase where I feel like you're trying to take action on something, but you feel split. There's, like, maybe I get the feeling you have this drive, like you feel like you should be doing something. You have this pressure, this unconscious pressure on you, from yourself, or maybe from, you know, the voices of your past, of your family, of your parents, of your friends. But what's happening is Spirit is really just holding out this cup and saying, hey, look, these are your emotions. You need to handle these. You need to love them and care for them, because you're like leaving part of yourself behind, because you're trying to, there's a reason that all of your action is, you're not getting any traction. And the reason for that is because you're ignoring an entire part of yourself that you haven't reintegrated, that you're disowning it. I really get the feeling of like leaving behind a child. Like that's what it feels like. This part of yourself is so lost and alone, and you're trying to get away from it, but it's not working. Yeah, okay, so because that is the key to your happiness. See, look, there's a little child right there. That's exactly it. Because it's like, this isn't, Spirit is telling you this before it gets too bad. Because there are people who live their entire lives doing this, and there's a reason that they have failure after failure after failure. It's because they're not listening to themselves. They're actually going in the exact opposite direction of what their soul or their spirit wants them to go. Or maybe they're even going in the correct direction for them, but they're just not in alignment. Their energy is not in alignment. So for you guys, take a minute and just like get real with yourself. Sit down and be honest with yourself, with your emotions, and just like, you may even have all the know-how. You may even have like, you're like, no, I love myself. You're like, I got it. But you haven't actually stopped to do it. Like, it's all mental knowledge. I really kind of get that feeling for you guys. Yeah, there's like this almost desperation of like, you're trying to, like, you're so anxious to take action, to have things happen, that it creates this like desperation. And so you feel like you don't have time to sit down and be clear with yourself and be honest with your emotions and do the inner work. Because it actually won't take that much. It really won't. It's like 1 or 2, sessions of meditation or shadow work or whatever, and you'll start to notice a difference. But because the Spirit is literally like, this is a preventative measure. Like, you're starting to feel that pressure and that desperation. Now is the time to do this work before you actually start having failures rather than just pressure. And when I say failures, I mean, there is no such thing as failure in reality. Prosperity. Let's see, abundancia. I keep pronouncing that name differently. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Yeah. What's interesting is you see this coming. You see this coming. Like, I see you split. Like, this is that split that I was talking about earlier. You see the abundance coming. You see this amazing stuff. You know it's in your future, and you're trying to get there. But you're skipping all the steps necessary in order to get there. And that makes perfect sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but yeah. Bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Yeah, I really get for you guys that it takes some courage for you to sit down and be silent and be still for a bit. Like, you have all of this energy, it's like lightning in a bottle. And like, yes, you need to take action. Yes, you need to move forward and achieve this abundance, to attain it. But you need to break your cycle, break the status quo, and do it differently. Give yourself a break. Radical self-acceptance is really kind of what I'm getting here. Purification. Yeah, it's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. That's really kind of the theme I'm seeing here. We have the Knight of Cups. We have purifications. There's a lot of water coming through here. You guys are trying to do it right. You're trying to live up to some kind of expectation, and it's going to take some courage for you to go against that, and to let go. This is not this massive tower moment for you guys. This is not this crumbling and complete upheaval. This is a redirect. This is a wake-up call of, hey, you need to take care of this before it gets too bad. Green Terra, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, be open to receiving. And that's part of that also is don't be too attached to one particular way of receiving. Being open is being open to all possibilities. Okay? Your vibration will pinpoint what possibilities come to you. And so when I say I am open to all possibilities, even just saying that lifts my vibration, and that tunes my channel, so to speak, to a very positive, like open, excited, enthusiastic vibration to allow those possibilities to come to me. Because I find a lot of people are like, well, but I'm not open to all possibilities. Well, that's okay. You are protected. So allow yourself to be open to all the possibilities that are in your space, that are in your vibration. And allow yourself to clear out the gunk, because that's also part of this as well. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. Yeah. For you guys, you're givers. You give and you give and you give, and you feel like that's what you're supposed to do. That's just who you are, and that's true. However, you also get to start setting good boundaries and say no. Say no and let that be okay. Okay, so for these are from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I'm going to read from the book for these because these are just really amazing. Ooh, cheetah. Yeah, I'm already getting that energy of like, you want to rush. You want to rush, rush, rush. Oh, look at that. Whew. Opened right to it. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion. Okay, sorry you guys, my phone started ringing and I cut off the video. Okay, so where was I? Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. That's exactly it. Okay. When in balance, achieves anything, boundless energy. When out of balance, impatient, competitive. To bring into balance, reconnect to purpose. You guys, that is exactly what I've been saying. That is exactly it. You guys are trying to run before you can walk. Reconnect to your purpose, to what makes you happy, to what gives you fuel. Because I really see you guys scattering your energy like hardcore. You guys are just trying to, you're trying to do all these things, but it's not coming from that boundless energy. You're actually not even engaging your power with it. You're just trying to do, and that's why you're getting burnt out. That's why you're getting tired. Okay. Zebra. Ooh, fun. Let's see where this is. Eccentric, creative, visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They are young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land, expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card may be a hint to pack your bags. When in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, fashion-forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, vain. To bring into balance, an epic adventure, art. I'm really getting you, tune back into your authenticity. Zebras are nothing if not unique. And so, I feel like you guys have been trying to fit into a mold a little bit, where you've been trying to follow step by step. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is how I achieve success. This is how I get prosperity, because you see it coming. It's in your future. It's there. And so you've been trying to run for it when you're skipping the necessary steps. So don't try to get there too fast. Everything is in divine order. And so this is saying, get in touch with what makes you you. Reconnect with your purpose. What makes you unique? What do you bring to the table that no one else does? Okay, and I'm not talking about skills or talents. That's part of it. But what way of being, what essence, what energy are you that no one else is? And that's a trick question, because like who you are is so unique that no one else can do that. So connect with that. Connect with who you are. Unicorn. This is so perfect. I love it, you guys. Alright, the unicorn, oddly enough, ironically, does not want to be found, which is hilarious to me. Because that's really kind of what unicorns are all about. There we go. Okay, reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago. The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is, we wonder where our intuition comes from, and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power, and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. Perfect. Yeah. You guys are actually very intuitive. You're tuned in, but you spend a lot of time, like I almost feel like you get the answers and you're like, yeah, whatever. But you need to start paying attention. Explore with spirit. Like they're waiting for you. They're right there. They've got the answers. They have the answers for you. Let me rephrase that. You have the answers. Your spirit, your soul, your higher self. You have the answers. You've been ignoring them. And so your angels and guides have been tapping you on the shoulder, inviting you to tune in. And this is such a perfect spread, because this literally is leading you from external action back into yourself, back into spirit. This is a progression. And so all of this is going to depend on how well you can connect with yourself, with your spirit, and allow them to lead you to where you need to go. Because this is a checkup. This is a little check-in. Spirit saying, hey, have you thought about yourself recently? Hey, have you tuned in with spirit recently? Hey, have you loved yourself recently? And so they're just reminding you, like, this is important. Okay, moving on. Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I'm getting that there's like an ancestral or karmic element to this, more so to this energy of go, 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 go. That's the way you've always been. That's your self-definition. However, that's all it is. It's not actually who you are. And this is your opportunity to reevaluate and redefine who you are without any preconceived notions. So really, really get clear. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. How perfect. I just said ancestral work. Yeah, your ancestors are here and they are waiting for you, encouraging you to break that cycle, to break that chain, to do what they didn't. They did the best they could, and then you grew beyond them, because that's what children do. Children stand on the shoulders of their parents to grow beyond them. And so it's not our job. We as parents don't teach them. We keep them safe. We provide security and safety for them to then grow and grow beyond us. So we sit here think that we're teaching them. We're not. We're not. They're teaching us. And that's how it's meant to be. And I feel like every child and every parent has an innate understanding of this. And so it's a give and take. So in a lot of cultures, the children are supposed to take care of the elders when they're grown, and that is very much the energy of this in a certain way. The parents take care of the child, they nurture them, and then once the child has grown into their own person and really realize that, then they turn around and they teach and guide the elders. It's a give and take. It's a give and take. And so Be with that for a bit. Look at breaking ancestral patterns, breaking genetic chains and karmic patterns. That's really what this is about. Okay, you guys, this was a really interesting reading. I'm kind of excited to see what you guys do with it. The last 2 cards, these are healing cards. And so what I like to do is, at the end of every reading, this is the healing that Spirit is giving to you right now. This is what you're calling forth and what Spirit wants to give you. And so if you want to pause the video, once I have them flipped over, you can. And just imagine, for these particular cards, imagine the energy spiraling through you. Because there's seashells, and so that spiral energy is very, very potent. And so let's see what comes up for you guys. Yep, that's exactly it. Permission to heal. So you are getting permission to heal those ancestral karmic patterns and to break those chains. That's what this is. So they're standing with you. Your parents, your ancestors, your grandparents, everybody, they're standing with you, supporting you. A lot of them are actually your guides. You may be very, very connected with your family, very karmically tied to them. And so this is Spirit saying, and this is your ancestors saying, it's time to let that go. It's time to break that pattern. Clearing anger. Okay. So if this is going along with that ancestral pattern, how does your family handle anger? Okay. How is your anger patterns reflective of how you were taught to handle anger as a child? And so just this is something really interesting to take a look at and see how that's affecting your life. How much of how you act day to day is something that was taught to you rather than what was authentic to you. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching pile number 4. I'm so excited to see what you do with this. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And as always, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.